Hello and welcome to another solo RPG. Continuing to play Delivered. My name is Kat Kruger. My pronouns are she, her, and yeah, I've been playing through Delivered here. Um, it is a solo journal RPG in which you play a space courier, and I've been playing it sort of inspired by Futurama because I thought pretty much instantly when I heard about this game, um, that was the first thing that came to mind, Space Courier. And so I am playing Mack Guffin, she, her. She is a space courier working for Unquestionable Delivery Service. And this is her first job as a courier. She was previously employed by The Office, which we have, you know, during play here determined that it's not a great organization. It's sort of like the corporatization of the galaxy, and it's actually run by her father, Mackerel Guffin III. Um, a lot of stuff has happened in the few sessions that I've had. I think this is session 11 or 12, and we're actually coming close to the end, I think, because the way that this game works is every 5 successes for parcel delivery, you get to, oh, hi, Cage, designer of the game. Every 5 successes, you get to level up. Yeah, I know. I was like, I couldn't stop though. It was too much fun, like clearly because I invested in this hat with the logo that I made. And I couldn't stop because at when Matt got her first promotion, it coincided with the fact that the tech bro ex that her father set her up with was actually part of the rebel organization. And yeah, I'm gonna put in here. Um, did that work? Oops, PRG. That's not right. RPG, Rage, Cage, Games. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, I couldn't stop because the intrigue was too high. And now, what's going on? So she knows now that her her ex uh, is his name is Lincoln Hamilstone Jones. Um, he is part of this rebel organization. So Unquestionable Delivery Service turns out to be just a illegal. I mean, we always knew it was an illegal operation. Hi, Andy. I'm just doing a recap. Yeah, I know. Well, Mac is, she's part of this illegal organization now, and there's been so much like plot twists here. So she created an AI version of herself called Amy, AIME, um, and it kind of turned evil. So she hurled the device. Um, I know it's really, I'm trying to pick the highlights here. So she hurled the device into space. So Amy is like floating in space as an evil AI right now. That AI had fallen in love with um, Lincoln's tech bro personality. Um, and so when the real Lincoln and Mac um, kind of started having feelings for each other, it turned evil. Um, now they're now Mac's dad says that he's really sick and wants their wedding to happen because that also is a thing. Um, so she came back to her home planet, did some fake gift registry shopping. Hello, Jane. Doing a recap. Um, what else? She got a letter from her mom in the last episode, um, who she who had left her dad when she was a kid. Um, Now she's delivering 2 parcels, one of which may or may not be romantic because Mack is not, she's kinda clueless. Um, so she's not 100% sure if, what the intent of the letter is. But Lincoln says that, the coordinates, sort of lead to the heart of the matter, in quotes. And the other package, what was the other package? Um, Last time was it oh, it was solar panels because we think, um, yeah, I had to run late today because of childcare. And we think that this organization is about to have like a big event to disrupt everything. And that's why they're sort of preparing with like the rations that were just delivered. Now there's solar panels. And, I'm kind of building up the story to make the final event to be like maybe the rebels kind of try to overthrow the office. We'll see. So, first things first, Mac needs to um, draw some more events here. And because I'm juggling 2 parcels, thankfully, the second parcel, the romantic one, I only need 1 more success for. So for anyone who's new following here, this is like most solo RPGs, it's prompts. Um, and this one is based on a standard deck of playing cards. And for each day that I travel, and for each parcel, I also need to draw an event that happens to the parcel, um, or to Mac. So I'm on day 9. I'm going to switch over to my iPad journal, parcel 9, and so we're on day 2 for this parcel. We have 2 out of 7 successes. I'm going to draw an event. It is the 3 of clubs. And I'm going to add that to my pile here. Then I'm going to go to the prompts and see what's going on. All right. 3 of clubs. All right. You land on a planet, and one of the elders here says you remind them of them when they were your age. They insist you meet everyone of importance in the village. Oh my gosh. Okay. Um, so for anyone who has not been following along, basically what I do is I write in my journal and then I'll read in Mac's voice. So there's going to be a lot of like, definitely all of my streams are pretty cozy. Gosh, so a planet or one of the elders. I wonder what kind of planet. That's gonna take so long, I know, right? And Mac's attention span is not exactly the best. So I feel like this is gonna be rough. However, her social stats are pretty high, so maybe she can just fake it. What is this planet all about? That I love that, Andy. This person is an elder, but barely older than Mac. Uh, maybe this is like a planet of like eternal youth or something. What's the is trying to think of different mythologies around Fountain of Youth so that I can name this planet. Fountain of Youth. I'll just call it Fontaine. Ooh, Eternal Springs. I like that. Okay. So, oh, chat, you're so funny. Um, Mack writes in the captain's journal to sort of clear my mind from Lincoln's full-on declaration of feelings for me. I landed on Eternal Springs, a planet where the people have some kind of secret to staying young forever. While grabbing lunch with Shanana, we chatted with someone who turned out to be a village elder. Put that quotes here. But they looked maybe just a couple years older than me. Anyway, they said I reminded them of themselves when they were my age and insisted on introducing me to everyone. I really hope this one doesn't take forever since they probably have no concept of time, and two leads to snacks. All right, so what are we going to use for stats here? Um, I think the obvious one is going to be social. It's Mac's highest stat, and I think she's just going to try using it to very quickly get through conversations and maybe extricate herself from this tour. All right, so here we go. We've got I can roll this d4 up to 4 times. Gotta get the snacks, yes. Oh, I got an absolute success here, so I don't need to roll anymore. Um, and absolute success means you get what you want and more, so I'm assuming snacks. Absolute success. I'm going to add another success here. All right. Oh, I need to bring my countdown timer down. 1, 2. All right. What kind of snacks is she gonna get? Probably like snacks that make her look younger or something weird. Oh, I like that. I need a name for this person. Cage, your comment there about snacks that are like 300 years old, but they're still fresh. It just reminds me there's like a Chinese, I guess it's a delicacy. It's called a century egg. I don't know if you've ever heard of these things, but like they basically get like stored in clay, and then the egg kind of turns like a translucent black because there's soy and other things that go into it. It's just like it's just such an odd looking thing, but it always reminds me of that. Um, Trying to think of a good name. Maybe I'll go into name meaning and find something that means eternal or something. Ah, I like this. Here we go. This is a fun one. Oh, okay, here we go. Um, okay, I've got I was introduced to a few important people who kind of just quickly laughed and brushed us off. After a few interactions like this, I asked Young if they could show us a spot to get some good snacks, and did they ever deliver? We got boba that was supercharged with antioxidant bubbles and these infinity eggs that last forever. Um, I think I'm going to add here wit to sort of see why the interactions were a little bit awkward. So I can roll twice here. 3 is partial success. 2 is partial failure. Okay, let's see. Can't think of the word that I'm looking for here. Useful is sort of the word. Valuable, helpful, invaluable, maybe. going to go with relevant. Now, this partial success, get what you want, but things get complicated. So I think Mack needs to maybe, Young is probably going to ask Mack to do something. Okay, I think something hilarious is probably going to happen here. Oh my gosh, I wish I had seen the freshest green tea comment. I accidentally scrolled up and didn't see that, Andy. So things are going to get funny here, I think, as happens with Mac, with this partial success. Mac writes in her captain's journal, Young seemed a little bit down, so I asked them what was going on. They said they had squandered their youth and just wanted to remind the important people in the village about their relevance. Then Young asked if I could put in a good word for them with the others. I wasn't sure what they meant, so Young added, because of your status with your employer. Um, so Mac has one stat left that she can roll on this, and oh gosh. So I think because it's body, she's going to misinterpret what is going on here and try to be some muscle and intimidate the others. So we've got 2d4 that I can roll here. 1 is an absolute failure. Oh, and a 4 is an absolute success. Okay. You get what you want and more. So I think this intimidation that's our Mac. Not 20 to now. It's just absolutely. Okay, how does it look when Mac is trying to, like, be physically intimidating? Probably very funny, but I think she's got Shanana and, the fungi, um, alongside, and she's also got, uh, she's got her uniform on, so I'm gonna just put this on here. Here we go. Um All right. So when I looked over at Shanana, she cracked her knuckles and her fungi bounced around, ready to rumble. With a shrug, I went to find the others to have a chat. I didn't have to do much because I found them all gossiping under an awning, and as I strode forward, I tripped on something. This caused a cascade effect of things to just crash around. After the dust settled, I told them they should be nicer to Young, to which they agreed pretty quickly. When I tried to help clean up, they let out terrified yelps and handed over a case of green tea bricks. All right. Did I add that as a success? Yes. Okay. Oh, Mac. All right. Well, that is, believe it or not, just one parcel out of the two that she needs to deliver here. So I need to switch over to the other parcel now. Just going to transition here real quick because I'm going to add to my NPC list here. What do we have here? We've got Eternal Springs, Planet of Eternal Youth, and then Young Village Elder. Okay. Oh my. So, we are on day 3 for the other package, I think. Parcel 8, day 3. I've got 2 out of 3 successes. Okay. Oh my word. So I'm going to bring my countdown timer down to a 4 now for that parcel. This is so ridiculous. Such a typical Mac interaction, though, that she just like literally stumbled into that. All right, so I'm going to draw another event for this parcel. And it looks like a Jack of Diamonds. I don't know if I've had a lot of Jacks. You land on a planet that has a similar atmosphere to your home planet. If you roll a success on this event, draw another event for this day once this event resolves. Okay. What do we think that Mac is going to enjoy about this planet here? Just being able to breathe the air, I guess. I wonder if maybe this planet has similar foods. I I don't recall if I'm gonna just check Gage to see if these prompts look familiar to me because I don't know if one of them says you recall a happy childhood memory. The map isn't very detailed. Oh yeah, I did draw this one because there was a Jack that I drew, and that was the one where we met up with Meep again, the Qatari, and that's where Mack accidentally blew up her ship again. Oh, Jokers. Jokers, I have drawn one. Yeah. That was pretty funny. Poor Maep. Um, I'm sure we're gonna. I'm really hoping that Maep makes another appearance before at the end of this this game. Uh, yeah, the Joker. I actually drew that pretty early. I think it was like just a couple sessions in. All right, Jack of Diamonds. The air is easily breathable but smells funny. Yeah, I think if there's a fail, we'll get something like that. Maybe Mac is hoping for something out of this though, like they might grow the same things, or there's something about the atmosphere that is really special. All right, gonna switch over. I want it to be more than just foods though. I know Mac is very snack driven, but she's also got a replicator. All right, made up a sport. Uh, the next planet we landed on had a similar atmosphere to home. Maybe that means they'll have some of the same foods and weather patterns for hot air tubing. All right. I'm gonna go with maybe wit. Yeah, I think wit because it's sort of investigation. She's only got 2 here, so 2 is a partial failure and 3 is a partial success. Which means she has succeeded in she'll succeed in delivering, but I like the idea of the terrible smelling air, because that would make this maybe not. Oh wait, no, it's probably the opposite because you get, let's see, what does it say again? You get what you want and and no, but things get complicated. Oh my gosh. Hot air tubing complication. Oh my gosh. What is the complication that is going to happen here? Um, Going down a hill in a tube with a mini hot air balloon attached. Yeah, I wasn't even like, it's probably like some sort of glider attached to a tube, um, like a ring tube. Um, but how do things get complicated for Mac? Hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. So many accidents. Probably like, uh, you know, getting uh, gliders like crashing into each other too. Um, but this is a positive, so the complication is probably some complication that she leaves in her wake. Um, Drawing a blank right now. Tube breaks. She gets stuck in a tree, crashes into another glider, and falls over here. Oh, actually, this would tie into her her delivering this parcel because this is Lincoln's parcel. Oh, I have something. Um, okay, I'm an hour in. I just have a plot twist that I thought of, but I think I'm gonna take a quick bio break. This is yeah, there's gonna be a plot twist as usual in Mac's life. This is gonna be good, I think. I just thought of something. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, leaving you on a cliffhanger in the middle of the stream. Yes, I'm doing that. I will be back in like 5 minutes. I just need to top up my water and like figure out my thoughts here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy about this little plot twist. All right, I'll be back. All right, welcome back from the break. We left on a cliffhanger because we were an hour in and I knew this was going to take a little bit. So, Mac has landed on a planet that has a similar atmosphere to her home planet. She is going to go hot air tubing. Um, she got a partial success. Hi, Jane. Thanks. And I also left it on a cliffhanger because there's I think, a pretty significant plot twist here as we get towards. I think this is going to be towards the end of this game anyway, unless something wild happens in the last session, like it did in the other opportunity to end the game. Um, Basically, we have every 5 successes, Matt gets a promotion, and that determines the length of the game. So a short game would have been 5 successes, 1 promotion, but Mac, there was a really big plot twist at the end of that session. So we are now doing a medium-sized game, and I think it's going to end probably uh, maybe not next session, but the following session. Um, we'll see. We shall see. Anyway, I'm going to transition over to the um, journal again and write down what happens when Mac partially succeeds at hot air tubing. Okay, so we have here, I'll admit, it's been a really long time since I've gone hot air tubing, but I kind of got the hang of it again. In fact, I caught a drift and glided way higher than expected. Thing is, I couldn't figure out how to get back down. That's when I saw something out of the corner of my eye. Maep. She had a jetpack on and was speeding toward me with claws out to deflate my tube. I panicked, trying to wiggle around and move the glider. The next thing I knew, she tackled me, and there was a loud explosion as we tumbled downward. And then I'm going to just add, even though we've had enough successes here, I'm going to add a social interaction. Maybe I'll do a body interaction first. Yeah, just so we can tell the full story here. Okay, we got a partial, no, an absolute failure, and we have one more to roll here. 2, partial failure. Remind myself what partial failure is. Partial failure is you don't get what you want. So I think Mack is going to um, uh, crash. Yay. um, so with the partial failure, Mac writes, the landing was rough to say the least. At least for me. Maep landed on her feet because she's a Qatari. I'm pretty sure I broke something, but that probably doesn't matter because I'm about to be dead. And then finally, we've got a social interaction. We'll see how this goes. Do get to roll 4 at least. 1 is absolute fail, 2 partial fail, 3 partial success, and 1 is absolute fail. So partial success. All right. Okay, so here we go. Um, as Maep approached with her claws out, I let out a terrified yelp. She looked down at her hand with surprise and retracted her claws. My bad, she said as she knelt down and offered help. After you tried to murder me? I asked, confused. She shook her head. What? I just saved you from that missile. Behind her, I saw smoke in the sky. So the Big Bang wasn't just the tube exploding. She said she'd explain, but that we had to go. Turns out Maep is a bounty hunter who works for unquestionable delivery service and, more importantly, my stepmom. So yeah, that was the major plot twist that I wanted to add there. I just, Max life needs to be super complicated, so there we go. So, yeah, um, what I'm thinking here is that there was a lot of stuff that happened with me kind of showing up a couple times. And the second time it happened, and we saw that me had the office logo shirt. Um, I actually was thinking back then that yeah, she was a bounty hunter all this whole time, and that she's actually been sent to look out for Mac after being hired by by this courier service. Um, so the fishing vessel incident where there was a distress call, um, I think Maep had actually been on a job on that fishing vessel, and then she saw that the office was looking for Mac, and so she took on a job to sort of track her down. She already knew where she was, and now, um, yeah. So she's now married to Mac's mom, who is was out of the picture for a while. But I'm hoping that we're gonna actually find the mom, find her mom in one of these upcoming deliveries. Um, I do have to wrap up this parcel delivery, so I'm gonna write in here parcel 8 delivered. Now this is the delivery that could have been a romantic thing from Lincoln. She has a key that she needs to unlock something here. Um, I think I'm gonna tie this in with um, the final parcel. So when I resolve this one, this was an extra parcel, so I don't need to draw another parcel after this. Um, but I think she's going to get a clue for what she needs to do, maybe. Hmm. Or maybe it is a romantic thing with Lincoln. I don't know. So as a refresher, this parcel is a key that has coordinates on it. So she has to go to the coordinates to unlock something with the key. And Lincoln said that uh, the key would unlock the heart of the matter. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm kind of thinking that I don't know if Lincoln would just wanna have, like, something frivolous like that when they're in the middle of, um, possible, um, disruption of the office here, an overthrow, an attempted coup of the office. So I think it's probably gonna be maybe he has, like, a romantic message in there, but it's also related to this uprising. Alright. All right, here we go. Um, Maep escorted me to the coordinates for the parcel and made sure we weren't followed. When we landed on the uninhabited planet of sparkly pink rock, I found a cave with a hidden entrance. The key that Lincoln gave me automatically opened a passageway. Inside, I found the base of operations for the rebels. Lincoln waved over to me. Behind him was a countdown timer. He smiled as he approached and said, "Ready to end the world?" All right. So, parcel 8 has been delivered successfully. I'm just going to note that here. Parcel 9. I'm just going to go through my journal here, see where we're at. On day 3, we have 5 out of 7. Parcel 9, day 3. Paste. Okay. All right. Uh, Jane, Lincoln said, ready to end the world. Um, yeah, it's getting pretty intense. All right. Yeah, so she still needs to deliver these solar panels. She has to have 2 more successes. Uh, and then it will be the final parcel, and the final parcel is, I think, very clearly going to be some sort of um, maybe not world-ending device, but a disruptive device that is going to disrupt the office so that the rebels can sort of um, make their move. Um, yeah. Um, so I guess I'm gonna draw another event card. We have about 20 minutes, so I think I'm gonna have time at least to draw the event and write about it, and we'll see how much time we've got left. And I also have to bring down my countdown timer to a 6. Okay, 3 of diamonds. Debris collides with your vessel, damaging a small portion of it. All right. We might recall the last time the ship got damaged, that did not go very well for Mack. have to pause for a moment because I hear my dog moving around and he's old, so he might need to go out. Just one moment. All right, thanks for bearing with me. He did need to go out. All right. Yeah, I know. Parcel 9, basically, if I get 2 successes here, then parcel 9 is delivered, and then that might be just one stream to end the entire world as Mac knows it. All right, here we go. Actually, I need to write an expectation here. Okay. Um, After my debriefing with Lincoln, I was a little shaken to say the least. The solar panels I'm delivering are for rebel operations because they're going to disrupt power for the office in more ways than one. It's all going to coincide with my fake wedding. Anyway, I guess I was distracted by all this life-changing stuff when the ship got caught in some space debris that damaged one of the jets. Here's hoping I have better luck fixing it than I did the last time. Okay, so I think I'm going to use body for this to, because it requires her to, you know, do some work on the ship, probably welding and using sheet metal and stuff. So here's body. I think I might just have enough time for this. I can roll twice here. Good luck, Mac. 1, absolute fail. 4, absolute success. Mac, oh my gosh. So you get what you want and more. Yeah. All right, so Mac writes, I was about to get suited up to go it alone with repairs, but Shanana joined me. With her help, we were able to make repairs, but she also made adjustments to speed up the ship. Okay, I think I'll use wit to see if Mac can navigate the ship um, with this improvement here. Manic Mac Mondays. I love it. All right, so I'm going to roll 2d4. 2, partial failure. 2, partial failure. Her luck has run out. What happens here? You don't, it's just straight up, you don't get what you want. So I think Mac is just not going to be able to make use of the speed. All right. Unfortunately, the ship's speed capacity is limited, so I tried overriding the computer, but it kept shutting me out with pre-programmed tisking sounds. Um, so I think that and I don't think there's any rationale for using social here because it's all regarding the space debris that came in. So I think I'm going to wrap up there. We have one more success for this parcel here to be delivered. And if that happens, we get the final cheeky ship. Yes. If we get um, one more success on this delivery, um, it means Mac will have her final delivery. Um, that will be parcel number 10. Um, it's very likely going to be whatever device that the rebels need to get delivered to her home planet. Um, and and then we shall see how this all ends. It's definitely a lot more epic than I thought it was going to be um, when I first started the game. I thought it was just going to be, you know, Futurama inspired with just some uh, definite chaos, but I didn't think about that there was going to be all this like political intrigue, which I'm loving. Anyway, I let's see. If you're enjoying this, I will again put um, Cage's info here. If I can figure out how to do this. There we go. And I'll let you know that on Wednesday. I'm also I'm doing game design lab, so we will be fingers crossed. We will be designing 5E stat block for um, a creature that we created the lore for. It's a Jubilee Cryptomander, which is a salamander that has um, camouflage and other abilities, and it sort of evolved from smaller salamanders that ate uh, ate from a mushroom in the cave somehow. And yeah, it's a really cool creature. I'm looking forward to designing the 5e stat block for that. But yeah, and I'll also continue my crafternoon on Friday. I actually have been making really good progress here. I'll just show here. Thank you, Cage, for the tip in Discord, because doing it upside down after I started it from the bottom really helped. Um, Speaking of mushrooms, actually, it's funny. Anyway, yeah, thanks again for joining, and I will see some of you either on Discord or online or at Game Design Lab. All right, well, take care, everyone. Have a good week.